Alright, so here we are looking at Fallout Shelter. We are about an hour deep in the game. And we have collected 80 out of 100 possible power. You can see here we've got our power, our food, and our water. We've got some people down here doing whatever it is that they do in the science lab. I'm sure we'll figure that out, making stim packs of some variety. Got some food, more level ups. So basically, it's a beautiful game. I love the graphics. I think that it's really cool. You got a bunch of folks kind of walking around, doing the wander. These are little baby children that have just been born out, I guess. So we got a lot of open space here in the community center, but that's about it. Everything else is full up. We're having a hard time with the number of people. A complaint that showed up a lot when we played this on Twitch. Hi, can you just move? Okay. Was that there are not enough people coming to the Fallout Shelter. So at this point, we turned the game off after having the game on for an hour, and came back to find 3 people waiting outside. Which is sort of weird, because if I wanted to play the game, should I not have to turn it off in order to get people? At this point, I've had the game open and running for this review for about 10 minutes, and no people have come to the Fallout Shelter. Which makes me wonder, how do we get people? Seems to be the big issue that everyone's come across. Here we would love to have a med bay, but we need a few more of these caps. So we're going to try to rush it right here. We'll get 43 more caps to push us over the threshold. Come on, baby! Yes! We've made it. Alright, great. So, now we can go ahead and build our med bay. Right there. And I don't know who we're going to put in the med bay, because we don't have any people. I guess we'll just unsocialize everybody. And into the med bay they go. I mean, that's about it. Can you go in the med bay? I guess. And that's literally it at this point. That guy is our explorer. What's up here, water treatment? What's up? So I don't have enough power, and I don't have enough people to run a power plant. So now we're not going to have any water. This is bad. So how do I get people to run my power plant? That was a success. So here you can see the problem with the game that I just want to highlight in this review. That it's really well done, it's cool. Everything in the game seems like Sim Tower, only incredibly more modern, incredibly more exciting. There's a ton of stuff that goes on in the game, like you get, there's all these like packs of stuff, but it's not really clear from the tutorial what you use them for, short of equipping them to people that you send out into the wild to collect, but they don't collect more people. I've never had them come back with more people. Maybe I'm missing something about the game, but I feel like like I don't really understand like the combat, which isn't explained. Like obviously this is better than this, right? But like the moving parts of this game are not clearly explained to you in the beginning, and the lack of people is frustrating if you're just gonna sit here for an hour waiting for someone to show up at your door to fix their power problem. And there's basically the review of this game. It's incredibly cool, and it's a freemium game. I would love to like see what spending money would get me, right? That's $5 US about for whatever comes in here. We can get these Nuka-Colas to speed things up, but I don't know why I would spend money on it, because to be honest, it seems like I'm just at the cusp of losing constantly because there's nobody outside. So, final review, great graphics. Really fun kind of interface, like the people are really like, have different traits and specialties, and they can all do different things. You can move them around. They make babies, and you can name them, and you can put stuff up here, and I love how like kitschy this stuff looks. I love the like retro style all over everything. But I don't know, it just doesn't play smooth because no one's coming to my door. There's no expansion. Expansion is slow. And for someone like me who just doesn't want to wait to turn off the game to get someone outside of his door, this game is not cutting it. Overall, I would give it 3 cogs out of 5. It loses 1 cog for the complete lack of people showing up to make my Fallout shelter better, and it loses 1 cog because the tutorial just did not explain any of this stuff. I mean, this is obviously the currency that we're picking up, but it loses 1 cog because it didn't really explain what do I do with all this stuff it's giving me. You know, like there's this room that I've built for my stuff, but I don't know what to do with it. So it loses a bit of points because it's so seemingly intricate, but it leaves you high and dry. So with that, definitely take a look at it, give it a try. It might be the game for you. You might find something that I didn't. 3 cogs out of 5.